Meseches Eruvin daf Tzadi Zayin. The Gemara says if someone buys tefillin from someone that's not a mumcha, someone that he can't trust, that wrote the tefillin properly, he has to be boidik 3 of the tefillin, 2 of the shalyad, and 1 of the shalroish, or 2 of the shalroish and 1 of the shalyad. It's mashman this Gemara that even though you need a chazaka on the shalyad and the shalroish, you don't need 3 on the shalyad and 3 of the shalroish, as long as you have a chazaka of 3, and in the 3 you have 2 of shalyad, 2 of shalroish, it's enough. And amos the chedushi raw in Baba Kama Daf Lamed Zayin, in the sugya of Cheskes Gimel Pomim of a shor nagchin, the avdid halacha is if a shor was a muad, that means a shor gored an animal 3 times, he has a loch of a muad, then he pays nezek shalim. And if it gores different animals, a shor, chamor, and gomol, he has a chazaka and he has a din of a muad for all animals. However, if he only gored 1 animal, he's only a muad specifically for that animal. And there are all rights that if he gores in the 3 times, twice 1 animal, and on 3rd time another animal, for twice a chamor and 1 time a shor, he's a muad for a chamor and a shor. And the Rishash over there writes the same thing, and he brings a raya from Al Gemara. However, Kveger in Yeridea, in Hilchas Vestis, that the halacha is of a lady that sees 3 times, is Kveya vest. And the Shulchan Aruch discusses halacha that if she sees 3 times because she tasted something that's sharp. And Kveger writes that if she tasted 3 different items, then she has a chazaka for all spicy items. However, if she only tasted 3 times, let's say a shum, a garlic, and she saw blood, she only has a chazaka for garlic. And Kveger writes, if she tasted twice garlic and 1 time onion, then although she saw blood 3 times from a spicy thing, she doesn't have a chazaka b'chlal. So I shiur some garbage in Sefer Yeshurun that bring down that they asked to Pshach, Zechoin Levracha, now how does this Kveger learn Al Gemara? Kveger sounds like he's not like the Ra'ah, but how does he learn Al Gemara? The Al Gemara says, L'gabe Tefillin, that even if you only had 2 shalroish and 1 shalyad, it has halacha chazaka. And the Arab Shach said that there's a tremendous difference between Tefillin and the halacha of muad and a ish that's roya vest. L'gabe vestis and l'gabe shor muad, there's no connection between a chamor and a gomol. There's no connection between a chazaka if a isha sees blood, if she tastes a garlic and tastes a onion. They're 2 totally different inyanim. However, by tefillin, it's almost the same inyan. You have to know if this person that you're buying the tefillin from is trustworthy. So be'emes, the shalyad and the shalroish are me'inyan echad, and the sheichi adodi, so therefore they could work together to make a chazak. It happens to be you have to have shalyad and shalroish, but the sheichi adodi, so therefore they work together to make a chazak. Moving further on, the Gemara in Beis says is a machlokes when you have to be machnis tefillin, if it's better to go pachas with dalid, so it's better to give from chaveiro to chaveiro. And the Mar explains the machlokes is if when you give mechaveiro to chaveiro, it's av shemilsa, it's a gnai on Shabbos. But on the other hand, it's better because if you go in pachas dalid, we're scared you might go a little more dalid. There's a few interesting discussions in Mefarshim about this sugya. Ben Yonason and Rashi's mashma that if someone goes pachas dalid, and as long as he's oimed lafush, that's considered a hanocha, and he can continue another dalid. However, the Beis Yosef brings from Ben Yeruchim that it's not enough that he oimed lafush. He has to sit down between the dalid to dalid. The Mogen Avraham asks, why does he have to sit down? The halacha is the oimed lafush. If someone stops to rest. That's considered a hanocha, the gabi all halachas of Eitzah. So why over here do you have to sit down? So the Magen Avraham says that over here it's different. Since he doesn't want to rest, the reason why he's stopping is to get out of the Isser Eitzah. So since it's in order to get out of the Isser Eitzah, it's not enough. It's not considered hanocha. You have to actually sit down. There's interesting machlokes Pri Megadim and Mishnah Berurah. The Pri Megadim writes that when you're giving michaver lechaveroi, you don't have to have a lot of friends there. As long as you have two people and they could keep on switching off, pachas b'dal is enough. However, the Mishnah Berurah argues, he says, what's the raya for the Pri Megadim hechatesi when one person keeps on going again and again? Pachas b'dal is it's mutter and it's not included in the issa of pachas b'dal. The Gura Sari in Yuma is an interesting kasha on this Gemara. He asks, according to Rabbi Yochanan, the Chatzi shiur asim in HaTorah, if someone going pachas b'dal should be asim in HaTorah because of Chatzi shiur. So he says that it's not considered Chatzi shiur because the Yisod of Chatzi shiur is that's chazi, that's trufe. It could be mitztarf to a shiur shalom. And over here, since the akira was al das, to go pachas b'dal ramis, you need akira amnas lahoitzi. So therefore, even if you go a full dal ramis, it's not an isser. So it's not considered chazi, that's trufe. Ayin Beis Meir and other achronim, the Svasemis and Shabbos daf beis, ayin the shiurim and Shabbos daf beis, that over here, pachas b'dal ramis, it's not a chatzi shiur, it's a chatzi melacha. The whole chatzi melacha is with dal ramis, and you can be moisif befrat, according to the Balamor, that learns that the Yisod of dal ramis is the mekoyim shel adam, and you were taking out dal ramis, you're taking out of the mokim. So pachas b'dal ramis is not a chatzi shiur, it's a chsar in the guf hamalacha. Ayin oidin divrei Cheskel in the shiurim before on that Nun Aleph that says that whenever the shiur is mefurish b'kro, like the techumin or payim amo, the isser to wash yourself called gufa yom kippur, that the chefts of the isser is b'shu'ur tal yamil, so there's no isser chatzi shiur. So here also there won't be isser chatzi shiur by the pachas b'dal ramis. Moving further on, the Gemara explains the halacha of Rabbi Yehuda that nois adam chavis lechaveru even added the tchum. And the Gemara explains it's talking about a chavis shekana shvisa, a mayim shelo kana shvisa, and the chavis is bottled to the mayim that it's holding. And the Gemara compares it to halacha of Eitzah, hamoitzi chai b'mita pota afal amita, shamita tfeilaloi. Rabbi Chanan and Beya brings a tremendous kasha from his shver Remeya Atlas that asks that over here you see in our Gemara that there's a concept of Bitul for Issa techumin, the same way that by Haitzah Shabbos there is a din of Bitul, that the kli is bottled to the pachas mishir, the meat is bottled to the chai. So who are din by techumin? There's a din of Bitul. So he asks, if that's the case, why is it the halacha that you can't wear the begodim of somebody that's added the tchum? If your friend goes away for Shabbos, you can't just take his raincoat out of your house without an eiruv, because the raincoat is kind of shvisa like your friend. So he says, why is it? The halacha is that by Shabbos, whatever you're wearing is bottled to your guf. So the same thing by techumin, your begodim should be bottled to you and should be mutter. So B'chanan says perhaps your clothing is not bottled to you. That's the reason why it's mutter to go out with clothing, because if it's not a masa, and therefore has nothing to do with Issa techumin. But he says it's more in the mark in Shabbos Daf Kuf Men Beis that it is bottled to your guf. So B'chanan says that the amos, the Rishonim over here is a kasha Ritva. The Ravid asks, what's the Havana Rabbanon that argue on Rabbi Yehuda? Don't they agree to the halacha that oichlin b'kli, the kli is bottled to the oichlin, so over here also it should be bottled. On that the Ravid says that the only time you say that the kli is bottled to the oichel is when the oichel is worth more than the kli. But over here, the chavis is worth more than the oichel. You don't say that the chavis is bottled in the mayim. On that, the Ritva asked that if that's the case, then they should argue in Haitzah of Shabbos. Why they argue specifically in Issa techumin? So the Ritva says the answer to this kasha is that the Rabbanon hold specifically by Haitzah of Shabbos is a concept of Bitul, because the whole Isser V'Tzos Shabbos is on the main thing that you had in mind to take out on Shabbos. So therefore, the kli that you wasn't, what you had in mind to take out is not included in the Isser B'chlal, and that's as far as specifically to V'Tzos Shabbos and wouldn't pertain to techumin B'chlal. So it's mashma that by techumin there is Isser D'Rabbanon. So B'chalon says, according to the Ritva, that according to the Rabbanon, there's no halacha of Bitul by techumin, that's miyushiv hated the kasha, that it's also to take out your friends begodim on Shabbos out of the tchum because the halacha of Bitul according to the Rabbanon. And the chiddush the Ritva that says that according to the Rabbanon it doesn't pertain to the halacha of Bitul because only by its saw that the Isser, it says totally in what the main machshava you had to be moitzi. I in the shiur in Shabbos Daf Tzadi Gimel that we meirich in it amos in the Bris Moshe says that the halacha mesuyim by Yitzor the only chayiv on your main thing that you had in mind to be moitzi in Shabbos, and we explained b'siyat Shmai Kunti Yisoid that we said in Matnas Chain in Shabbos Siman Aleph that by Yitzor is cholok from all the malachas. You need a shei moitzi, and it's not a lofna. He took something out of horabim. Yitzor is only what you are a moitzi, and what's nechshat that you are being moitzi in something that's talyo. What the ikar machshava is by Yitzor. Ayin Shuvas Mincha Shloima from Shlomo Zalman Auerbach, that is a different teretz to answer this kasha. He says the only time you say that the begodim are bottled to a person is only when you're holding a person that's wearing begodim, so his begodim are bottled to the person the gabi the ma'isa itzah. However, when you're walking and you're wearing begodim, so the begodim that you're wearing is not bottled to you, and therefore it would have an isser of techumin.